Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are reviewing a Gen 2 F-150 Raptor. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Joe Machens Capital City Ford here in Jefferson City, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Mike for all your vehicle needs. Powering this Gen 2 Raptor is the first generation 3.5 liter high output V6 EcoBoost engine, producing 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. On here, this is a 2019 Ford F-150 Raptor with about 95,000 miles on it. Starting in the front, we do get the Ford logo and the Raptor marker lights up front, steel bumper, LED headlights. We have these markers throughout because this vehicle is so wide. And then you will see down here, we do get skid plates throughout. We do have the Fox 3.0 suspension on this Gen 2. And then we do have recovery hooks as well. Coming to the side, you'll notice these beefy BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. These are the KO2s. I think the Gen 3s have the KO3s. These are 315/70 R17s. Look really, really good on this truck. Super wide fender flares. You can kind of see the body lines on this Gen 2. Vents here. We have a hood scoop up top as well. Plastic mirrors, Raptor style running board. As you can see, this is also a super cab. I'm really digging the look of this truck. It's a lot shorter. The wheelbase is a lot shorter than a standard crew cab, which you can no longer get in the Gen 3s. A super cab, that is. So this truck is kind of unique. I really dig it. Coming to the front here, we do have the keypad on the door, which is nice. No blind spot monitoring on this truck. Black door handles. Coming to the back, here's where the Raptor stands out. So this Gen 2 Raptor has the 3-inch internal bypass shocks. You can see there, they are worn. This does have 95,000 miles on it. That's kind of where the Gen 3 shines because they have the live valve shocks with the real-time dampening. And we do just have rear leaf springs, where the Gen 3 has the 5-link rear coil spring suspension, which increases your travel by about an inch over the Gen 2. You'll see in the back, really cool tail lights, more markers. I really dig this tailgate applique on these Gen 2s. Looks really cool. We have our Raptor logo there, obviously Ford spelled across the back. F-150 on this side. Huge, I'd say these are 4-inch exhaust pipes. This looks really good. The dual exhaust recovery points on the back as well. All the towing hookups here you can see. So this super cab, because it is a super cab, only tows about 6,000 pounds. The Gen 3 crew cabs are around 8,000. Obviously your towing goes up with that crew cab. We do just have a standard tailgate, not dampening. This is a 2019. You'll see we got a bed rug or bed mat in this one. You do get cargo lights. You can see those there in this Gen 2. And then you also still get the step. And this one is still functioning. I think it's a little jammed and it's really cold outside today here in Missouri. Preparing for some snow, but you do get the step. So that's another nice feature. Let's go over pricing on this truck. It's really interesting to me. So back in 2019, this truck brand new as a super cab, $62,000 for an F-150 Raptor. This truck with 95,000 miles on it, they have it listed here at Joe Machens for around $38,000. So that's depreciation of about $3,400 a year. That's obviously really, really good. Raptors hold their value, which stands true for this particular truck. Let's check out the interior. My hands are numb, as you can see. Look how red those are. Soft touch here, super soft actually. Just some random trim throughout here. Window controls, a lock, unlock, more storage in the door, no memory seats. Obviously we have powered seats here. And then we have the Raptor style seats. These are worn. There's our Raptor logo in the seat. Super comfortable still, even after 95,000 miles. Payload on this truck, maybe I shouldn't even show you that number. 969 pounds. Yikes. That's okay. If I'm buying this truck, I just won't haul anything with it. Lighting control here. Here's our parking brake. We do get power pedals. Large vents here. Let's hop in, and you still get the Ford Performance badge there. Let's start this thing up with my manual key. There's the key fob. Lock, unlock. You do get remote start, which is nice. I'm really digging the key. No push start. Steering wheel. Pretty standard on this Raptor. Let's check it out though. Here's our options, our navigation buttons here. Volume controls and tuning controls are on the same side. Here's how you select your drive modes, and this is your steering. You can see your steering feel. We have normal, sport, and comfort. Really cool feature. Here's our cruise control settings here, and then here's our drive mode select. Let's check them out. Normal, deep snow and sand, Baja, rock crawl, and then if we go the other way, so not as smooth obviously as the Gen 3, even navigating these menus. Sport, tow haul, and then we have, I think, a slippery mode here. Yep, slippery. So lots of different drive modes. You'll notice the gauge cluster is partially digital, partially analog. I really dig it actually. I do always like the analog style gauge clusters, which you just don't see nowadays. Really nice paddle shifters also. Obviously your Raptor style plaque down here, and then you can see here your steering wheel marker here is worn, but it is there. That's pretty easy to replace. Just in general with these Raptor steering wheels, super beefy. Love this thing. Let's go down here. Here's our four-wheel drive select. So this is a 2-speed transfer case. We get 4 auto, 4 high, 4 low. We get a rear locker also by pressing that button. So that's also nice. Here's where the Gen 2, this kind of is where this truck shows its age, is in the infotainment. Smaller screen, that's just the 8-inch gauge cluster. Now we have the 12-inch in the Gen 3 Raptor. Still very functional though. It's still kind of the same layout. I think this is the Sync 3. Lots of settings, navigation, updates. You do still get CarPlay, so you know that's what most people use anyway. Auto start stop up here, hazard lights, hill descent control, ABS control, volume controls down here, along with your media controls, and then your climate controls down here. You get 3 settings for your heated seats. No ventilated seats and no heated steering wheel in this truck, which is okay with me. There's your USB chargers down there, more storage. And then this shifter, I'm a huge fan of, super bulky. This thing is huge. And you can see here, the button that you press to shift is massive. So it just feels really, really nice. And then there's your gear controls if you shift it into manual. 2 cup holders, more storage there. More outlets here. And then we just have a little shelf on the passenger side, which is really cool. If we look up top, we do have the sunglass holder here. And then you do get 6 auxiliary switches and your rear window control. Super cool. I love where Ford places these in the Raptor. Really awesome. There's the passenger side. A little bit of wear on the seats, as you would expect, but nothing too crazy. Checking out the center console. This thing is absolutely huge. I think this is bigger than the Gen 3. Super deep, super wide. You fit a ton of stuff in there. Great placement on cup holders here for your rear passengers. No sunroof in this one either, but that's fine with me. Let's hop out and listen to this high output V6 EcoBoost. I mean, that sounds pretty darn good if you ask me. As I mentioned, this is a super cab, so here's your handle for your suicide doors. And then you still get your window control. So this small window does go down, which is nice. And then your speaker here, more storage. Here's the back. Not a lot of room, probably similar to a mid-sized truck nowadays. And then here is your options in the back. 2 outlets, should I say 3 outlets. 2 vents. Here's your seats. Put these down. Still super comfortable. I'll hop in this thing. Let me set it to where I would have it. I'm about 5'11". You know, we do have a pocket. It's tight. I mean, there's no getting around that. We have a little cutout in the seat, which is nice, but I could sit back here for a couple hours probably. Lots of headroom, I will say that. And then here is a view of the front. Very old school, love it. A lot of people I know might say the Gen 2 is their favorite generation of Raptor. I prefer the Gen 1 with the V8, but that's just me. We're gonna take this Raptor for a quick spin through this gravel lot. See how she rides over some pretty rocky terrain here. This thing shifts really, really smooth. I love this shifting. That EcoBoost engine sounds pretty good, actually. Not quite as good as a Raptor R, but... So I will say you can feel the wear and tear even driving this thing through a gravel lot. You know, this truck is 7 years old, almost 100,000 miles on it, but it's still a lot smoother than your standard F-150s of today. Pretty rough through here. One thing I will say about the Gen 3 though, those live valve, live dampening Fox shocks that they upgraded on the Gen 3s make the ride superior to this Gen 2. Give a little beans here. Overall though, really smooth ride, really comfortable. I'm really, really digging this super cab. You know, if you're a single person, no kids, I mean, this thing would be awesome to daily. Got a Raptor R over there. Yeah, on the highway, this thing is really, really nice. Also, not quite as much customization in these Gen 2s. Obviously, the Gen 3s, you can adjust your suspension and your exhaust note and the steering. This is just the steering, but I think the exhaust sounds plenty good in this thing, and the suspension, obviously, pretty smooth ride. So if you guys are in the market for a Raptor and you don't want to spend 80 grand on a new one, check out a truck like this. If you're just looking for a daily driver, an off-road beast, this truck used $38,000. Yes, it has 95,000 miles on it. I know there's issues with the 3.5. Cam phasers come to mind, but this super cab, somewhat rare to find, but man, it is really, really sweet. Looks pretty compact actually compared to the Raptors of today, but it is worn. It does have 95,000 miles, but like I said, if you're looking for a used Raptor, check out the Gen 2s. You could find one of these super cabs. I think that'd be a really sweet ride. Do one more walk around here. I will say the look, front end look of the Gen 2, I think I prefer over the Gen 3. Super mean, super badass. Just really awesome. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what generation of Raptor is your favorite. Gen 1, Gen 2, or Gen 3. And we will see you on the next one.